Yo, what's good, Tristan? And Tristan! Today, we're going to be reacting to some guy named Ed Sheeran singing Bad Habits. Oh, Ed Sheeran. Okay, sorry, I forgot because he's been gone for so long. Dude has a kid, thinks he's better than all of us. Oh, I'm Ed Sheeran. I have a kid, and so taking a break. Dude. Just because I'm gonna die alone doesn't mean you gotta rub it in. Anyway, before we get started, be sure to check me out Instagram, TikTok. This thumbnail looks super interesting to me. I've never seen anything like this from our boy Ed. So let's jump into it. I love Ed Sheeran. I've been waiting for him to put some new shit out. Okay. Musically very different too so far. Okay. What is he, a goddamn vampire? Holy!
Every time you come around, you know I can't.
That's Ed Sheeran?
No. Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control.
What? No.
I can feel the paradise.
Somebody changed. There's no way this is Ed. This is not. He sounds so different. I'm blown away. Nothing like. It sounds nothing like him.
Tonight had something wonderful. My bad habits lead to late nights and then conversations with a stranger I barely know.
What?
Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space, and I know I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for.
It would be so late to be a vampire.
Nothing happens after 2. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you.
Dude, this is really good.
My bad habits lead to you.
This is one of the best songs I've heard in a while.
My bad habits lead to you.
Let's see though.
Every pure intention ends when the
Holy
good
crap.
times
Maybe it's just it's so new. It's just like shocking me.
falling over everything to reach the first time spark. It started under neon lights and then it all got dark.
What? When has Ed Sheeran? This is the. I'm gonna be real with you guys. Every other time Ed Sheeran has tried to make some sort of dance music, I can't get into it because all I can think about is Ed Sheeran. I'm sorry, but if I'm grinding out at the club, doing my thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to think about Ed Sheeran. I'm roasting too much today. I'm sorry. I love him. I'm sorry.
My bad habits lead to late nights and in alone conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes.
He's like a vampire MUA or something with that makeup. What? What?
Looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after 2. It's true, it's true. My bad.
This CGI is kind of weird. What?
My bad habits lead to you.
Ew, dude.
We took the long way round.
Okay, it's about to pop off, right? It better pop off. This has to climax somewhere nice. It would really complete the song. Let's see.
Bad habits lead to late nights and in alone conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be
Acoustic
the
guitar?
last, but it
It's like the old Ed
probably
Sheeran in
won't.
here for a second.
I got nothing
The
left
claps.
to lose or use or do. My bad habits lead to white eyes staring into space.
Okay,
And
sure.
I know I
Good.
lose control over the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out, now I can't escape. Nothing happens after 2. It's true, it's true. My bad habits lead to you. My bad.
Yo, these vampires dumb as f. Do they not know? How are you gonna be that dumb to just be walking in the middle of the night and just die? Can you imagine that, being a vampire and just being that dumb? This video was good. The CGI was kind of questionable. Like, I'm not sure what this is. What is this? What is this? But the song itself, I mean, let's talk about what he's done different with his voice. This is the biggest shock vocally that I've heard from him since he did the rock song. What are the comments? I'm so ready for this new era of ED. I'm used to hearing ED as erectile dysfunction. Not that I've ever looked that up. Can't wait to sing this all summer. Congrats, Ed. Wouldn't Ed be the most likely to burn in the sun since he's a ginger? Really? Ed Sheeran did this? What a change, right? For real, what? I would never in a million years think this was Ed Sheeran. He hinted in the past that he might retire when he gets kids, but I always hoped he would change his mind. Really? I didn't know that. That would be sad. It's his vocal style to me that's the most surprising. Let me see if we can compare. What's like a very typical Ed Sheeran sound? Okay, perfect. Let's do perfect.
It's when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. I will not give you up.
Soft, breathy vocals with a little bit of bellyache sound to them. And let's check out his new song. How does it start?
Every time you come around, you know I can't say no.
Okay, so it is in a lot of ways a 180. So traditional Ed Sheeran, we'll call it, well, let's say classic Ed, right? Classic Ed. And in your arms, yo ho. He has this like, it's breathy, it's kind of quiet. He has a little bit of this like, a little bit of this hold on his voice, right? And this Ed Sheeran, this vampire ass Ed Sheeran, pops in with almost like a loud, not super loud, like medium volume, but it's not quiet, and almost kind of shouty straight off the bat with, I think, no air on it, no breath. He's real fast to get in there.
Every time you come
right away. He has that sort of a sound, right? He would not be doing that in Hand in Your Arms, yo ho, right? Because that's crazy. That's not what Ed Sheeran does, but he does it here, and he does it straight away because he wants you to know right away this ain't the same old Ed Sheeran.
Time you come around, you know I can't say no.
And he's using more of his British accent, right?
Every time the sun goes down, I let you take control.
So his voice here, and what makes it so different is, I've talked about this a lot. Some people sing with more of a restrained timbre, right? Which is how Ed used to sing, but now his vowels and his sound is much more open and out, if that makes sense. Every time you come around, you know I can't say no, right? There's more of an outward sound. It's more like there's nothing holding it in, as opposed to old Ed Sheeran, and in your arms, making it extreme, you're holding mine, right? It has that like hold, contained, almost like anxious sound to it. There's no anxiety in this.
I can feel the paradise before my world implodes.
That part is also so radically different. The way that he's approaching that note in his range is not how he would approach any note in his range prior. That note is almost kind of like, he started it off loud. As he's going up in pitch, it's getting quieter, right? And the sound is open, right? If you go to perfect, as he goes up in pitch, he gets louder and the sound stays closed. It's crazy. I didn't think he had this much dynamic range in his voice.
Barefoot on.
Right? Right? He's there with his voice, right? It's a closed, contained sound. Almost a little bit difficult to get to that note with that level of intensity. And that is nothing like what he's doing here. It's always so impressive when someone just casually throws out a song like this that's so different from their old stuff without like any sort of lead in or discussion. Like, it's just like, oh my God, he's got all these different like sides to his voice.
I can feel the paradise before my world ends.
So different.
And tonight had something wonderful.
Some falsetto, a little bit of a voice crack.
Habits lead to late nights, sitting alone, conversations with a stranger I barely know.
And again, this section here is very different from the verse as well. The way he's approaching his voice, and also different from classic Ed, right? This sound on its own is almost like a different person as well. So anyway, let's pick apart what this is.
Bad habits lead to late nights, sitting alone,
His voice is...
conversations with a stranger.
His voice is still pretty out there. His larynx has come up a bit higher from where it was prior. So anyway, the tone of his voice is lighter, a little bit brighter. It's also much quieter, right? But it's not the same as classic Ed, which is quiet, but his voice is more contained, right? And yeah.
With a stranger, I barely know.
Right? He's kind of there. The way I would imagine his voice being in a general sense, as he's singing this, is like, imagine the way that you talk to a little baby. Oh, little baby, little baby. He's probably doing a lot of that recently, actually. But anyway, that voice, and then you take that voice, it's kind of this light sound. It's not super aggressive. It's not being held inside or anything weird like that, right? It's just from here. My bad habits lead to late nights, right?
I lose control of the things that I say. Yeah, I was looking for a way out. Now I've got
Wait, is he putting ketchup on noodles? He's eating noodles. That's disgusting.
my bad habits lead to you.
Ketchup is not pasta sauce, Ed.
Bad habits lead to late nights and in alone conversations with a stranger I barely know. Swearing this will be the last.
There's a little small hint of Ed Sheeran's normal voice in there because he usually likes to kick in with a little bit of distortion. You could hear it for just a second there.
Swearing this
There's a little bit of classic Ed.
will be the last, but it probably won't. I got nothing left to lose.
Anyway, this was super interesting and did not disappoint in the least. I really like this song, actually. I really love the style of this type of music, and I love everything that he did here. This is so impressive to me. It's crazy. I've heard him do rock. We've heard him mostly do the like acoustic stuff. We've heard him do dancey stuff in the past, but for me, it never really hit. This hits for me. But anyway, hopefully you guys also enjoyed this and you enjoyed my video as well. If you did like my video, be sure to subscribe. Check me out, Instagram, TikTok. And also real quick, you guys, if you guys want to support the channel, check out this playlist. There's going to be a link up here, maybe a link down in the description as well. Check out some of my recently sponsored posts. It really helps out the channel. All you got to do is just watch them. It makes everybody happy. So anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. And until next time, Tristan and Tris fam, peace.